amazing story of survival, reuniting an Evansville man with a Madison nurse for the first time in 5 decades.
The night team's Choi shares just how close one farming accident was to becoming a serious tragedy.
An accident so unimaginable, Eric and Sarah, it is hard just to describe the details. That said, we should warn you, a few of the images you're about to see may be too graphic for some viewers. It's all to demonstrate how close this reunion came to never happening at all.
Oh, I love it. You're going to fill in so many blanks for me.
Oh, imagine, since 57, I haven't touched you.
Well, wait a minute now.
54 years have passed since Rosemary Bertram reached out for this face.
You look wonderful.
Oh, gosh.
No scars.
Gordon Franklin will tell you Rosemary's touch spans decades.
It was a miracle.
It was.
A long-awaited reunion for the once 15-year-old boy from Evansville and the 25-year-old nurse, connected through a miracle that shocks and inspires.
There's a story behind this fork here. Now listen.
Gordon recalls a summer day in 1957 riding a family tractor when the pitchfork he was working with slipped out from his hands.
So I jumped down off of that board and was going to catch the fork before it hit the blower. Well, it hit the blower first, and it hit me then.
I remember my terrible feeling of seeing this, and I thought I was going to faint.
The teenage boy arrived at St. Mary's Hospital with the fork,
And this through the cheek.
firmly lodged into his head. Gordon has no recollection of those critical days in the hospital.
You wouldn't
At all.
remember this at all.
Well, no. So what they banged it out with a hammer.
Yeah, we used
Rosemary was the youngest nurse on call that day. At age 80, she still remembers every detail.
And you said to me, please don't wiggle the fork. That's what really killed
Well, now
me.
wait a minute. Did I talk?
It's a tale of survival too gruesome to understand without proof.
Because nobody would believe me if I told them.
Gordon carries that proof in his wallet, shown here to share the depth of his survival. It's a reminder of the role Rosemary has played in providing Gordon's wallet with an album full of future miracles.
That was a miracle.
Yeah, I love it.
You're my miracle.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, so much.
This is so great.
Aside from a dent on the top of his head, Gordon is doing just fine. No signs of any neurological problems from the accident. You may have noticed one of the pitchfork tines is chipped off, a little shorter than the others. It was like that before the accident, and if that tine were any longer, Eric and Sarah, it would have pierced through his brain, most likely killing him.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And she remembered every detail about it. Such an unusual case, how could you forget? And great medical work, too. You can't even see any scars or anything on his face.
Not at all. And of course, he credits the Lord. He says, you know, God made the scars go away, and he looks great today.
Must have.
That is quite a reunion.
Goodness.
Great to share
Choi,
that with us.
yeah, thank you so much for that story.